Hello, I like to call this sequence an evening release. So here we're gonna start on a seated position of your choice. And we're just gonna take here a few breaths to get settled and shift our mindset to the practice. You can soften your gaze and you can close your eyes if you wish. Let's just stay here and observe how we're feeling. How is our body feeling? How's our mind feeling? And maybe just let go of unwanted tension that we accumulated during the day. And gently open your eyes. And we're gonna do a little warm-up. So let's just be aware of our breathing during the warm-up. So let's try to see how our inhale and exhale are. And it's always good to try to keep them even throughout the whole practice. So inhale, arms up towards the sky. And as we exhale, we're going to drop the right hand on the left knee and the left hand behind our back for a side twist. And bring your gaze over your shoulder. And breathe. Inhale and exhale at your own rhythm. Next inhale, we're gonna go back into center. And as we exhale, we change side. Left hand on right knee and right hand the back. And let's bring the gaze towards the right shoulder. And here breathe. Inhale and exhale at your own rhythm. The next inhale, we're going to go back to center. And as we exhale, we're going to drop the left arm to the floor, or hand I should say, and bring the right arm over our head for a side stretch. Let's be aware of the breath. Next inhale, come back up. And as we exhale, we're going towards the right. So the left hand comes on the right, the left hand goes overhead and the right hand on the floor. And this time the stretch is on the left side. Next inhale, let's come back up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Let's then bring our hands to our knees. Here we're gonna take a few shoulder roll. So you can either start your shoulder roll having your hands on your knees, or for a little deeper, you can bring your hands on your shoulder and roll the shoulders. And breathe with the movement. Let's rotate the other way. And hands down to your knees. We can do a few neck roll now. So exhale, drop your chin. And as you inhale and exhale, you're gonna roll your neck. Let's change direction. And let's meet in neutral posture. As we inhale, we're gonna move into tabletop. So just take some time to adjust yourself. Hands under shoulder and knees under hips. And we're gonna do a few cat-cow. So as we inhale, we're gonna drop our belly and lift our head. And as we exhale, we're gonna drop the belly and bring the gaze towards the belly button. Inhale, drop the belly, lift your tailbone, lift your head. Exhale, round your spine. At your own pace, take a few more. Keeping your awareness on your breath. The next inhale, we'll meet on tabletop. From here, curl your toes. And as you exhale, you're gonna go into down dog. So that's the first down dog. It's okay if your heels don't touch the floor, your knees are a little, they have a bend, that's fine. From here, look as you inhale, look forward and step to the front of your mat. You're in forward fold, and slowly as you inhale, rise up into mountain pose. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. You can rest your chest on your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift your body up into mountain pose. One more time. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. As you exhale, put your hands on the floor, move into plank. Exhale, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And the next exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look the front of your mat and step your feet between your hands. Forward fold and inhale, halfway up, straight back. Exhale, forward fold and inhale. Rise all the way up, arms towards the sky. Maybe give a little back bend as you exhale, and inhale, hands to your heart. Mountain pose. Let's take a couple of breaths here, and we're gonna move into the sequence. As we inhale, we're gonna shift our body on the left leg, the weight of the body on the right leg, and lift the left leg with our hands to the heart. And maybe the next inhale, we can stay here or go a little extra by bringing the leg a little higher and our hands towards the sky. And as we inhale, we're gonna shift into high lunge. It's okay if you lose your balance. That happens. Take a couple of breaths here. As we exhale, we're gonna shift the torso forward and send our arms back along the body, palms facing up. We'll take a couple of breaths here. Next inhale, we come back up, high lunge, and let's take back into a mountain pose. We're gonna do the other side. This time, as we inhale, let's drop the weight on the left leg and rise the knee up as we put our hands to our heart. Take a couple of breaths. Maybe we'll stay here, or with the next inhale, lift a little more your knee, and if you wish, your hands towards the sky. And we'll have a few breaths here. Next inhale, we're gonna move into high lunge. And we'll stay here for a bit. Inhale, move your torso forward and send your arm back behind you along your body, palms facing up. The gaze is on the mat. We want to try to keep a straight spine. And here, with the next inhale, we'll come back into mountain pose. From here, inhale, chair pose. From chair pose, shift your arms the back, the side of your body, and slowly rise. We're gonna shift the the weight on the right leg, and we're gonna send the left leg behind us, like for airplane pose. So gaze towards the floor. And the next inhale, we can come back into mountain pose. A few breaths in mountain pose. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stay into a chair pose, but shift your arms along your body, palms facing up, and slowly shift the weight of your body on the left leg as you open into airplane. So your right leg is straight, maybe parallel to the floor. So here the legs are engaged, both of them, the core. We want to push the foot away from our body and the crown away from our body. And come back to mountain pose. Take a few breaths just to reset. From here, we're gonna inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands on the mat, and with the next breath, you're gonna move into plank. Plank pose. Here we're gonna shift our weight on the left foot, come to a side plank. Or right. I said left, but I'm on the right. It's okay. We'll do both sides. And here, let's move into wild thing. So your upper foot goes on the floor. Keep the foot on the mat straight and open your heart towards the sky. And come back to plank pose. The other side, shift your weight on the left or the right for a side plank, arm towards the sky. And when you're ready, you're gonna bring your top leg and step behind your body and open your heart. And here, we're gonna go back into plank. And we can lower our knees down. And here, we can take a child pose just to reset. That was a little intense. Slowly, we can come back into a kneeling position. Let's get into our tabletop position. And let's curl the toes, and on the next exhale, we move into downward facing dog. A few breaths here. You can pedal your feet. Bring a little movement to your body. And yeah, that feels good. And now you can settle into a downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right foot up towards the sky for three-legged dog. And as you exhale, or I would say inhale, come into a pigeon. So with pigeon, you're welcome to stay here. If you want, you can lower on your forearms. And if you wish, you can slowly let your body melt into the pose. This pose, sleeping pigeon, is a nice hip opener. And the hips are a place where tension is held. So this is just beautiful feeling to release and open by opening the hip. Slowly we can come back up. If you were all the way on the floor, we can come back from on our forearms and gently on our hands. Now here we can drop our glute on the floor of the right leg and break the left leg all around and to come on top of the right. So if they're not lined up, that's okay. And here we'll stay here a bit. It's a nice counter pose. Shoelace pose. Spine is straight. Lift from the crown of your head. And breathe. Coming out of this pose, we're gonna go back into our pigeon. Curl the back toes. And with the next inhale, we're gonna lift it to our three-legged dog. And lower to downward facing dog. You can move your feet a little bit. Take a deep breath. And we'll do the other side. Inhale. Three-legged dog. The left leg this time goes up. And as we exhale, we come and drop the knee behind the left hand, and we bring the foot close to the right hand. And we're in pigeon pose. You have the option to stay here. If your body allows you, you can come down to your forearms. And gently let yourself melt into this beautiful pose. And if you wish, you can melt even more into pigeon pose. And let's open the left hip. Just be aware of your breath. We want to keep an eye on it during the practice to make sure we're kind of keeping the inhale and exhale even. So if you were all the way down, slowly you can make your way in your forearms. And from the forearms, slowly we can make our way on our hands. And here we're gonna drop the left glute to the mat. And we're moving into shoelace. So remember, we're gonna circle the right leg all the way around. And it comes to rest on the left leg here. And just let's take a couple of breaths here like this. Spine is straight. Extend. Grow from the crown of your head. All right, from here we're gonna come back into our pigeon. Be on our hands, curl the back toes. And next exhale, we're gonna shift into three-legged dog. And downward facing dog. The next inhale, you can bend your knee and either step towards the front of the mat or make a little hop and find a seated position. From here, we're gonna put our feet together for bound angle pose. So the sole of the feet are together, and we're just gonna hug the toes with our hands and straighten the spine. Lift from the crown of your head, from the spine, and we'll take a couple of breaths like this. Inhale and seated with straight legs in front of you. Staff pose. We're gonna do one seated forward bend. As we inhale, we're gonna lift our hands up to the sky, and as we exhale, hinge at the hip and grab your either ankles or your toes, but make sure you're folding at the hips and not the back. Try to keep the spine straight. It's okay if you bend a bit your knees. Maybe as with every exhale, you can give a little more of a bend. It's up to you. Just listen to your body. And slowly we're gonna come back up. Let's move into a kneeling position. And here we're gonna go into a hero pose. So you're gonna widen your feet in order that your glutes are resting on your mat. So this is hero pose. We can take a few breaths here. Now you have the option to stay here or to lower into a recline hero. I'm just moving a little bit more to the front of my mat. So the recline hero pose, just as you breathe. So either reclined hero pose, or you can come, you can stay on your hero pose. I'm just gonna stay on hero pose. If you are in reclined hero pose, just gently lift yourself up into hero pose. And from hero pose, we're gonna come into a seated position with our legs straight in front of us. And slowly, with control, we're gonna lower down to the mat. And here, we're gonna give a hug to ourselves. Hug your knees to chest, and hug. And if that feels good for you, you can rock side to side. Now just hug your right knee, and you're gonna, as you exhale, you're gonna extend the left leg. And next exhale, we're gonna bring the right knee to the left side, and you can extend the right arm and keep your shoulder blades on the mat. And maybe you can bring the gaze towards the right hand. And let's enjoy this last twist of the practice. Inhale, come back to neutral. Hug both knees. Exhale, release the right leg. Flat on the floor. Keep hugging your left knee. And with the next inhale, your left hand up and to the side, and bring your left knee to the right, keeping your shoulder blades on the mat. If you wish, you can bring your gaze towards the left hand. Inhale, come back to neutral. Hug both knees. Let's open into baby pose. Grab the outer edge of your feet, the arms on the inside of your leg, and slowly pull the knees towards the floor. I mean, you're free to take a little rocking side to side or stay still. And as we exhale, let's make our way down to Shavasana. Legs are a little apart. Face your palms towards the sky. You can drop the chin a little bit. And enjoy this little moment of relaxation. And observe your body. See how it feels different and loosened up compared to when we started. Feel the energy flowing in your feet, coming up to your legs. Your root chakra, the solar plexus, your fingers, your arms, your heart, your throat, your head. Just enjoy this little relaxation. Slowly we can bring back movement in your fingertips, our toes. Let's take a big deep breath. Inhale from your nose and exhale from your mouth. And let go. Roll onto one side of your body and slowly make your way up to a seated position. And let's take a few last breaths and take this opportunity to thank yourself, to thank you yourself, to spend some time on the mat to unwind. And thank you for doing this practice with me. Namaste.